Okay, students, welcome to strategic management class. This is chapter 8, generating alternative strategy through the use of models, various models, research models. Now, the learning objective of this chapter is for you to understand the various aspect of strategy formulation to the various school of thoughts. And then we are going to explore the principle behind what blue ocean strategy is all about, and for you to experience or to discuss the four action framework, and then to be able to construct the strategy canvas. Then we move on to the big thing strategy and how big thing strategy can be applied in a situation where a big thing approach is strategically relevant. Yeah. So for the questions, yeah, there are four questions altogether. What is blue ocean strategy? What are the four strategies of blue ocean strategy? Describe the principle of blue ocean strategy. What are the process of blue ocean? What are the process of blue ocean strategy? So this is actually what we are going to cover in this chapter. Okay, we are going to cover various school of thoughts in strategic management. Yeah, the first one that we will cover is the prescriptive strategy school of thoughts. That's prescriptive strategy school of thoughts. So when we talk about prescriptive school of thoughts, they are actually um, I would say three school of thoughts lah. The design school, the planning school, and the positioning school. So what are the design school? Design school are in the opinion that a strategy is a deliberate process of conscious thoughts. For example, the design school use a lot of models, SWOT model, competitive advantage, distinctive competence. Yeah, all of the strategy are developed based on certain design or certain tools. The second tool school of thought is the planning school. Now, the planning school is actually comprising a formal planning process, step by step with special technique. Yeah? Example, we have scenarios, we have the budgeting, we have the scheduling, we have the process mapping. Those are what we call the planning school of thoughts. The next one is the positioning school. Yeah? The positioning school of thoughts. Now, the positioning school of thoughts would normally take on what we call the analytical process when a company decide where its current position is, right, and where it want to be in the environment. They decide based on the environment. Okay, this is where I want to be. Example. Now, what they use actually is the experience curve. The portfolio model, the Porter Five Forces model, and again, in terms of another Porter generic model, differentiation, cost leadership, and focus business strategy. Now, the second school of thoughts is the descriptive strategy school. That we have, I think, about descriptive. There is six schools in the descriptive school of thoughts. We have the entrepreneurial school. In this school of thoughts, they're saying that strategy formulation is actually the prerogative of the leader's own vision. It's a visioning process. Um, for example, of this school of thought is the big thing, the visionary leadership concept and whatnot. Then we have the cognitive school. Now, the cognitive school allow the company or the strategies to recognize the interplay between the various influential factors and finally come up with a strategy. This includes strategy mapping, using bounded rationality in terms of knowledge. Yeah, so this is the cognitive school. Use something that you know. Yeah, and then there's what we call the learning school. The learning school strategy is an emergent process where strategies are formulated in incremental processes. Um, at and normally this school of thought, or the what we call the emergent strategy, improve as it progresses. It's really process by process. So we will talk on this later on in terms of what is emergent strategy, incremental improvement, step by step, and the concept of core competencies. Then we have the number four in descriptive strategy school. This is the power school. Now the power school is shaped by powers and politics, and normally position the organization as a ploy as a plan, rather than some strategic perspective. For example, this one actually, I know you, you know me, kind of thing lah. Networking, alliances, collective sitting together, maybe cartel or whatnot. The next one is cultural school. Now, the cultural school actually is a collective process resulting in development of culture. For example, what are the cultures in let's say IBM or Petronas, yeah, so they create a culture. So example, actually this is what we call the resource based view, where competency come from within, and it normally given from the identity and the people within the organization. The next one is environmental school. Now, the environmental school is the opinion that threats are as factors are reacting among them and influence the strategy to analyze and make appropriate decision. This is the concept of contingency, adaptation, and focusing on niche market. So, mean to say they will be able to change their strategy based on what is happening on the environment. Yeah. Okay. The next one is actually the integrative strategy school. What is the integrative strategy school? Now, the integrative strategy school have one we call it configuration school. Eh? This is the last school, whereby it says that strategy is a process of transformation, and it integrate all the nine school of thought. And this is actually the most popular school of thought, whereby we believe that normally it is a complementing and it is integrative, that it must be prescriptive, it must be descriptive, and it must be based on what we call the environment, culture, and emergence. Emergence. Yeah? We talk about emergence, emergence strategy later on in a more, I would say, detail. Yeah. All right.